Let's turn our attention to Old Trafford, where Manchester United drawing 2-2 with Tottenham Hotspur. The women's team was farcical, by the way. Okay, we'll jump into that after. Yeah, I mean, a pretty interesting game to watch at Old Trafford. Man United, I guess, were the favourite going into the game, being at home. Tottenham with their injuries as well, as people have claimed as well, with them and Son not being around, and a debut for Mr. Timo Werner. Manchester United. I mean, it felt like a game that it could have been yours. What did you think, Ernest?
I lost faith when I asked questions about Mason Mount in the transfer window. I lost faith then. I didn't understand what the future was the minute we finished the game against Bayern Munich in Munich. I was like, yeah, this is going to be long. Season's done. And this was September, by the way. So every other thing that I saw, I was like, yeah, this is going to be it. I'm not angry anymore. Do you know what I mean? Like, there is what sometimes God will use as judgment to nations when he allows them to indulge in their own sin and be like, yo, you lot ain't listening to me, so you lot go do your thing. Ange Postecoglou is the judgment of Eric Ten Hag himself. Because the guy came to Old Trafford and played a midfield of Bentancur, who I actually rate, Højbjerg and Oliver Skip, and took a point of Eric Ten Hag. Has taken 4 points of him this season. Like, in the first half, we had one shot on target, which was Højlund's goal, and Højlund's goal wasn't a goal that you could sustain. Yeah, it was a lot of like jinky me jinky in the box. Rashford is trying to cut in one way, he gets intercepted. The ball bobbles towards Højlund. Højlund grabs it, runs into space, and just smacks it into the roof of the net. And it was an absolutely amazing goal. Great goal. I'm still not a fan of the U because I don't get him, man. I don't understand him. But maybe it's just because he's 20. But anyway, put it this way. I watched the first half and slept through the majority of the second half. after they scored the equalizer for 2-2, I swear to you guys, I fell asleep because I have no interest. I watch Man United so I can have something to talk about. Because if people ask me, what did you think of the game? Just like I usually sometimes want to have something to say. I'm just like, all right, cool. But Eric Ten Hag has done enough to be sacked. Go on.
No, I was just going to say, were your two shots the only two shots on target that were the two goals?
How many shots did we have on target?
It says 2.
Then there's the 2 goals we scored.
That means you didn't have a shot on target in the second half.
No.
We had many chances and we missed so many.
And you had 36% possession
at home
at Old Trafford.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Against a Sonless team, a Madison-less team. What's it called? Basuma and Sarless team.
And Kulusevski, yeah.
A Kulusevski-less team, because I guarantee you, if he played, there would have been problems. Do you know what I mean? So I look at Ange Postecoglou. I know a lot of Arsenal fans ain't watching Tottenham games, but they've been balling. They're playing well. They're playing well. Do you know what I mean? And so for me, I'm like, what is it about the players you have that you cannot get a tune out of them? Marcus Rashford, a lot of it is on him, but he's not playing well. Like, I even tweeted on Sunday, I was like, whatever side of the fence you are with Rashford, yeah, I personally wouldn't cry if he got sold. Whatever you think of him, there's fine details of his game he has to sort out, man. Like, there's bare times he gets the ball to feet and he's 1v1 with a defender and nothing is happening.
Nothing happens. The amount of times I saw that on Sunday.
Nothing's going on. And you're just like, bro, like, you're MVP, you're Mr. Manchester. Like, one of my boys said it. I need to bring him on the pod, my boy Romaric. He said, like, man, get on to Martial, like, way too much in regard, what's it called, in comparison to Rashford, yeah? Like, feeding the kids saved this youth, man, because, like, Rashford needs to do what these other youngsters do, the Dembeles, the Kingsley Comans, I wouldn't say Mbappe because he hasn't moved yet, but players of that, the Martials of this world, yeah, Martinelli, and leave your ends. Sterling, leave your ends and go somewhere else. Because ultimately, like, he lives in a place where his mum lives there, his barber's there, his brother's there, his local, he plays for his local club. Do you know what I mean? Endo, this is not a turning on him thing here. I just think that people think if you critique a player that is your best player, it's bad. And it's like, no, I'm not saying, oh, sell Rashford, he has to go. I'm not doing any of that. If you listen to me on the podcast for years, you know he's not first on my list. But at the end of the day, when real hoopers are on the pitch, I need the guy that's meant to be a hooper in my team to stand up. Is that too much to ask? Is it too much to ask for a man who's on 250 to 300 a week, that when he receives the ball, don't pass it to the opposition? Like, it's mad, bro. Do you know what I mean? And I feel like Rashford is only good in behind space. When you say 1v1, like, what's it called? Show me something. Do you know what I mean? Give me a bit of magic, because ultimately wingers are meant to do that. They're the ones that are meant to what's it called? Unlock defenses. And for me, if Rashford isn't doing the counter-attack thing, he is sometimes useless. And I'm like, bro, like, I go back to the manager. Let's even go to Anthony. Like, Anthony's trash. We can do all of that, yeah. But you as a manager, like, why haven't you improved him? That's your guy. That's your guy. That's the guy you brought from Ajax, yeah. Why hasn't he improved? Why doesn't he have a right foot? Why? Like, what is it that you're not doing? What's it called? Like, properly. The team has not improved. We do not know how we're supposed to play. And then I see Ange come from down under, and I'm seeing man who were on their way out, balling. People told me with chest, Mason Mount is better than Maddison, and I said, you guys are on crack, methane. It's crazy. And I'm looking at this guy play 6. I'm seeing him play 8. I'm seeing him play 10. I'm looking at Kulusevski. I'm looking at Son. I'm looking at, leadership has upped a level at Tottenham. Do you know what I mean? I'm looking at Romero. He's still a bit of a waste man, but like he's less of a waste man, if I'm being honest. Like he's doing the job. He's found a partner in Van der Ven. He's brought in a new goalkeeper. The first half of the season for me, Vicario was one of the goalkeepers of the season.
For sure.
So you're telling me that with the 400 million you spent, 400 million, the best you can do is to tell Scott McTominay to stand next to the striker? Like, that's the best coaching you can do? Like, I'm so sorry. The guy has done enough to be sacked. If there's one thing that I want Ineos to come and do is to say, we're watching all of you, there's no clean slate. We will make our decision in the summer. There will be no more player power. Players that need to go will go. Whether you scored set 20 or not, do you know what I mean? Like, just scrap all of this and start again, including the manager, because I couldn't believe that. Like, I couldn't believe what I watched yesterday. I'm like, Tottenham are better than us.
That's the problem.
Tottenham Hotspur are better than us,
That's
and not in a Pochettino way where they had such a banging 11. It was obvious. This is just they are being coached better than us. Why is that? Why? And then to close it off, because I'm watching AFCON, you as a coach deserve you're not that guy for 2024 Hall of Fame for allowing your goalkeeper to play Wigan Athletic and flipping Tottenham Hotspur to draw, for the guy to be in Yamoussoukro taking up a flipping bus from Yamoussoukro to Abidjan, which is apparently like 3 hours. Are you crazy? After a draw against Tottenham? That's insane behavior.
What was he thinking, man?
What's going on?
You may have to pull it out, man. It's insanity. What's he playing?
What is going on?
Was it worth it? DW Stadium, was it worth it?
Bruv, I'm getting on to Manchester United Football Club, Cameroon FA, Eric Ten Hag, and Andre Onana. all of you need to think twice, because this is why people have AFCON as one of the lowest ranking competitions that people respect, because a man can play for Tottenham against Tottenham, draw, and go to be on the bench the next day. Are you crazy?
Wait, hey, did he even make the bench? I didn't see him on the bench.
David, I see man in Alexander McQueen's in full drip. I said, what's going on here? Your country or Tottenham?
He's wearing the blue Balenciaga socks.
He was moving mad. And he's another one where I'm like, from when Adrian was saying to me in the summer, like, you can't talk to Maguire like that. From that time to now, he has dived in my estimations. I do not respect that guy in the slightest at all, because I don't understand how you can do that to your country. Because you're what? Because you play for Man United. Get out of here, man. Get out of here, man. I hate all that stuff. Like, you can be on bad form, but as a man, there's things you got to stand on business. Do you know what I mean? Stand on, and he's not. Like, that's crazy. That's crazy. But yeah, that's all for on my Man United thoughts.
Robinho, talk to us, man. Ernest has said a lot there, and not a lot of it is even new. But as he said, you know, it was the, what did you call it? The judgment.
Ange Postecoglou is the judgment on Eric Ten Hag.